Y'all, this might be TMI, but y'all my bestie, so it's all good. At the end of every race, when your adrenaline starts to come down, I feel like my stomach is falling to my asshole. I gotta poop. I got that runner's poop.
And when we're making love, your cries that can be heard from far and wide. It's only the two of us.
Good morning, guys, and welcome back to yet another Discipline Diary. Today is race day. It's going to be yet another race for June. It's a 12K that I'm running with my husband. Of course, I'm going to take y'all on what I eat in a day. And, you know, we're going to chat about some things. But first, if you're new here, hey girl, hey, my name is Janae, and I make a lot of content focused on fitness, wellness, and self-development, and helping you and I live our best healthy and active lives. So if that sounds like something you're into, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you're following me on TikTok and Instagram. I post a lot of different content over there. Give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below. Let me know, what are your goals for this summer? Like, are we starting our running journey? A lot of y'all been wanting to start it. Are we starting it? Let me know in the comments below. This is actually my first race on the anti-inflammatory diet that I've been doing. And things are gonna look a lot different because normally, you know, I have my electrolytes and I have my mush before I race. I can't do that this run. So quite interesting. I can, however, have my date fix. It's my running gels because those are all natural. It's just essence and dates, so I can have those. Those are AIP friendly. I am gonna pack a couple of my running gums. I'll probably just bring, it's a 12K, which is like a little over 7 miles. I'll bring 2 packs. I always end up dropping one on the road anyway. I'm gonna pop some ibuprofen right now because y'all, I've been so sore since my leg day and then running right after that. I've been painfully sore. I don't know what it is this time around. But I'm just gonna pop 2 ibuprofen so that they're in my system. I'm also going to take all of my morning vitamins, my oral minoxidil for hair growth. You only do about half of a tablet. Then my biotin from Berry Melts. I do 10,000 mcgs, and these are chewable tablets. I do my vitamin D K2. Just one of these chewables, and then my multivitamin with iron. I do 2 of these. And that's it. So I only have 1 date fix, which is fine. I'll make sure to grab some actual dates and eat them right before the race, or just put them in my little bag. So in one of my water bottles is just plain water, and the other one is going to be coconut water. For electrolytes. Like I said, I can't have my supplements, so we're gonna get our electrolytes from coconut water, and this is the first time I'm doing this before a race, so we are on the way. I'm going to eat I made some sweet potatoes because normally, y'all know, I have a mush before my race, but they're not AIP friendly. So I'm going to have to enjoy some sweet potatoes. Also did pack some sardines for protein. Whether I have it or not now, I'm not sure. We stopped at the store to get gas and stuff, so I may eat some chomps, and then I also bought some bananas for after the race. So this may be my protein and carbs for before the race, and then the sardines and bananas for after the race, but we'll see how I'm feeling. I'm actually really not hungry right now, but it is a race, so I gotta fuel my body. But we will catch y'all up there. You excited, babe? This is our first race since, was it the New Year's resolution cold plunge? Because you didn't do the ninja one, and you wasn't here for my half marathon.
Yeah, this
and
is
then
our
you didn't do the 10K.
2020.
Yeah.
Use the left 2 lanes to keep left onto I-5 North toward Olympia.
Yeah, so it'll be fun. I'll catch y'all later.
I've been all in my phone, I got options, and I don't wanna tell you to drop it, but I don't wanna play your fair. Yeah, something that makes me look at you too out there. baby, you can give it some.
We ready?
Baby, I'm talking crazy. I need you running my space, but I
Mile 1, 9 minutes, 4 seconds.
can't with you. I know that I need my friends, but I wouldn't wanna leave. You know I wouldn't wanna bleed. Even my heart, my mind, and my body. My mind, and my body. My body says my mind, and my heart. My body says I don't know.
Mile 2, 10 minutes.
But you got me going crazy. Just to do is so amazing. How long can you?
Mile 3, 12 minutes, 3 seconds. That entire last mile and the half of the previous one was all uphill.
Talking crazy, I need you running my space, but I need it, baby, I'm late, but I still check in with you. I know that I need my friend, but I wouldn't.
Mile 4, 11 minutes, 25 seconds.
My heart, my mind, and my body.
Mile 5, 12 minutes, 56 seconds. Another fucking hill. I'm dying right now.
I know you ain't gonna talk, alright. Baby, I just
Mile 6, 11 minutes, 51 seconds. And there is yet another fucking hill. I had to walk up this last hill. This is my first race ever that I'm walking in. Not even mad. This race sucks. They got the fire hydrant open. Reminds me of the times. Summertime in the Bronx. Mile 7, 14 minutes, 1 second. This is it. We're done. We finished.
We finished it.
Yes.
You said what thing was it?
The high rocks. Yeah.
What do they do?
It's like a kind of like a CrossFit competition thingy. Yeah, that's what me and Caroline want to do in Dallas. That was the Dallas trip I was telling you about. We're done with the race. That was the worst race I have ever ran. Worse than both of my half marathons, and those both included hills, but I've never ran a race that had so many hills. It was nothing but incline. And I'm like thinking, oh, we're going incline up, halfway up. There has to be a decline. No, there was like never a decline. What type of balanced out race is this? May, what you thought?
Man, let me tell you something. That thing gonna test that race tests your mental fortitude.
Yes.
I will tell you that.
Yes.
It was so many hills. We were going up that one hill. I was like, only way to get after this, you have to go down.
Right.
That's how I was like, we're going up this hill.
Right.
You have to go.
That was what was keeping me going.
But no, you ain't going down.
Right. It was like, we're going uphill, and I'm like, okay, the reward is that we're going down, right?
No.
And then you would even out, and then boom,
Back
another uphill. And I'm like, when does it go back down?
Yeah, this was a little bit too much for me.
This is too much.
For somebody who I ain't trained at all for this.
And he still smoked me. Okay, so let's go over the stats before I forget. I tend to forget to tell y'all these things. So a 12K race is 7.45645. I stopped my watch at 7.6, ran that in an hour and 28 minutes and 26 seconds. My average pace was 11 minutes 38 seconds. That shit was extremely hard. Okay, mile 1 was my fastest mile, 9 minutes 5 seconds. Second mile, 10:01. Third, 12:04. Fourth, 11:26. Fifth, 12:56. That was my longest mile. 6 was 11:51. 7 was 14. No, that was my longest one. 14:01, and that's when it had those last 3 hills that I ended up walking. And then the last bit of it, I finished at 11:43.
When it gave too many
any chances to you niggas. I can't let nobody play us. Yeah, I got in my bag when I looked up, ain't seen them but a bunch of haters. No matter how much money we went through, we never let the paper change us. Out the mud, I get paid to pop out of clubs. Put my partner never in my budget. I watch people change, can't trust them. I got rich, but I'm still hustling. I run full speed of that cash. I can feel the shit in my cab. Have nothing. Now they acting like they all happy.
Finally make me something to eat after showering, redoing my hair, and relaxing for a bit. I didn't end up eating those sardines, and I only ate half of a banana. So I really didn't consume much of anything. And I'm pretty sure I only had like half of a serving of the dates while I was on the run. But I am eating some turkey chomps, and then I'm about to make me something. So I opted for some zucchini and chicken using this Just Chicken that I picked up from Trader Joe's. And it is about to be a quiet vlog today because I'm about to go lay back. I created a couple of posts today about like my running, like I normally do on my TikTok and Instagram, so make sure you follow me over there. But when I was talking about the race from today, I was saying how at one point I was definitely disappointed in myself because I walked. When it comes to running and racing for me, like I am not the type of person who can walk. Like once I walk, I already feel demotivated. And it makes me continuously walk. Like a lot of people who can do that whole walk in and then go right back to their normal pace. I can't do that. Every time I like stop, I slow down even more. And I knew that about myself, especially with me going into this race. And so with all of the hills, oh my God, you guys, this race had so many hills. At the last, I want to say mile of this race, it had like 3 of the steepest hills of the entire race. And I finally just gave in. Like I walked, I think 3 times, and I felt disappointed. And then if you watch the TikTok or whatever, or the reel I did, you will see that my husband, he was staying with me for a good amount of the race. And then I was like, go, because now you going slower than I know what you're capable of. Don't use me as a clutch. So he finished the race, and he normally comes back for me, but I see him coming back, and we finished the race together. I really pushed it out at the end, and I'm like, 2 things are happening, right? When it comes to my fitness journey, on one side, I am very grateful that after 2 years, losing 128 pounds now, that I am able to move my body. Like I never stopped working out. That's the thing. I never stopped working out. I'm just not in the same, you know, I'm not on that same type of time that I was when I was my heaviest weight of 287 pounds. Like I can run faster, I can run longer, I can lift more. Like I'm just more mobile. And I'm thankful for that. I'm very thankful and grateful that that is now my experience. But at the same time, it's okay to be grateful and thankful for what your body can do now and still want more. Like I feel like God isn't going to give you more than you can handle. So it's okay. It's okay to ask for more. It's okay to ask for more of yourself and from him, because that's what he's going to give you. And so, my disappointment with me walking, is still very valid, because that's just not something that I want for myself. That's what I always challenge myself to do. I always challenge myself not to walk and to finish the race every time I do race. And so, to do a walk 3 times at that, just made me a little bit disappointed. It made me, I'm always challenging myself when it comes to my fitness levels, and especially when it comes to my running, because I really do enjoy that. So it makes me say to myself, okay, like I'm solution oriented after losing all of this weight. If I suck at running hills, then what do I have to do to get better at running hills? I have to run hills, and I really don't run hills at all. I don't even run on an incline when I do the treadmill. So now that I know, especially because the marathon that I want to do is in Seattle. Tacoma and Seattle is filled with like nothing but hills. for me to do my first marathon and for me to do it knowing that it's hilly after this experience, I only ran 7.5 miles. I ran 2 half marathons. So for me to suck so much during this experience, like, yeah, like I can want something more for myself, and it's okay to have autonomy over your fitness journey and just the things that you want, your goals and all that stuff, and say, yes, I'm grateful to be at this point. At the same time, I want to push it harder. So I think when it comes to my running, or even like with my walking, I'm going to start incorporating more hills, maybe even seeing the benefits of getting on the Stairmaster again, because that requires me to lift up my legs. So that will help me with hills. I'm already going to be hiking this summer. Hiking, you're going up anyway, so that will help as well. But just some things that I'm like evaluating on my own fitness journey. And so if you are, you know, embarking on your own weight loss journey, your own fitness journey, and there's something that, you know, you are not comfortable with, or you want more for yourself, or you just want to push yourself more, you want to challenge yourself more, like you want to get to a certain weight, you want to get to a certain health, you want to get to a certain fitness level, it is okay to be happy and celebrate where you're at, and then go ahead and plan and push for more. So that is exactly like where I'm at, what I've discovered on my own fitness journey. And this is why it's important, like even with me moving into weight maintenance, there's still something else to do. There's still something else that's going to keep me here, that I can do. So just because I'm not losing weight anymore doesn't mean that like the journey is over. Like, at least not for me. The journey may be over for somebody else once they get to their goal weight or whatever the case may be, but it is not over for me. Like, it's honestly only just beginning. I was listening to which I may do a separate sit down video, and hopefully I don't forget to link it for y'all in the description box below. But I ran across this doctor who was talking about how once you get to your lowest weight, you have to stay there for at least 2 years, because your body is going to be doing everything possible to gain weight again, especially if you are somebody who is morbidly obese. And when I heard that, I was like, yo, that's crazy. So I've been maintaining in the 160s for the last year. Almost August will be a year. I've been maintaining it. However, being on this anti-inflammatory diet has made me drop some more weight. We love that. I'm always going to be happy to drop more weight. So we'll see if I continue to drop weight. But I'm also still on a GLP-1. I still have like 3 months left of it. So to me, I'm calling this phase of my journey entering maintenance. I'm not even like technically in weight maintenance, especially after reviewing that video. I'm not in weight maintenance yet. I won't classify myself that I would be in weight maintenance until I'm off the GLP-1. That's something that I just want for myself, to be off of the GLP-1, because sometimes you may have like you may gain some weight back. Even though I was off before I switched medicines, I was off of it for a month and still didn't gain weight back. But whatever the case may be, I want to be off of it. And then, of course, I'm not sticking to the elimination phase of the AIP diet for the rest of my life. And I talked about this in the AIP video, so go ahead and watch it. Sooner or later, I'm going to be incorporating foods back into my routine to see what is actually triggering my body and, you know, just flaring up my Hashimoto symptoms and all that stuff. So some things will be cut out, but some things won't be cut out. So once like I get my food together and get off of this GLP-1, then that's when I'm going to classify myself as truly in weight maintenance. I don't think that's going to happen in, what is this? This June? I still have some shot left. So July, August, September. So until like October, I won't actually be in weight maintenance yet, because I would have finished both things by then. Right now I'm entering weight maintenance. In the kitchen together to make them pizza. I ain't eating it, okay? I ain't eating none of that, but we gonna make them pizza. This came from Trader Joe's.
Butter on, butter that thing down.
Let's add her to the collection and bring y'all into my messy closet office that's under the stairs. But this rack here I got for Christmas from my husband, and this is where all of my metals sit. So we're going to add her to the crew. So this right here is what set it off for me when I went to the bariatric retreat. That vlog is already up, but I did my first 5K. And then my first official race, this was the Turkey Trot 5K. Then in December, we did my first 10K together. My husband also did that 5K with me. But we did the 10K together for the Santa run. And then we did this one together for New Year's. It was a resolution 5K with a cold plunge. I think all of these vlogs are already up. I did a Ninja 15K by myself. Then March is when I did my first half marathon by myself. April, what did I do for April? Oh, I also did the hot chocolate run. This was a 10K in March as well, right before my first half marathon. I didn't run any races in April. No, I did. I did the Army 10 miler qualifier, but it did not come with a medal. I only run for medals now, okay? That was my mistake. And then in May, I did my second half marathon. And then now, here we are in June, and this was actually my first 12K. So, yes, we're gonna fill her all the way up for the rest of the year. I think it's done. It actually looks perfect. For dinner, I'm just having a can of sardines. I'm about to sip on some bone broth. I may make a smoothie later just so that I can get more fruits and vegetables in. But at this point, I'm like force feeding myself. Something that I noticed today, which I feel like I talked about in a previous vlog, but when I overly exert my body, like today was a race day, I overly exerted myself. I suffer from, what is it? High restriction when you really don't want to eat. And today is one of those days I really had to force myself, like I mentioned earlier, to eat. And even though I said I may make a smoothie, and I still may, it's only 7:30. We may like go upstairs and watch this show that we're watching. We're watching Shadow, I think it's called. It's on Apple TV. It's so good. I saw a clip of it on TikTok. I was like, ooh, we gotta watch this. But anyway, so we may watch a couple of episodes of that, or we may, honestly, we're both tired. We may just go to sleep. So I may make an anti-inflammatory smoothie, which will have a little bit of protein, a good amount of carbs in, and a little bit of fat. So that will bring me closer to my calories and my macros for the day. But if not, you guys, I still have 75 grams of carbs left. I still have 18 grams of fat left, and I still have 37 grams of protein left. I for sure did not hit my fiber for today. I'm only at 12 grams out of bare minimum 25, and I still have 628 calories left for the day. But I did do a good job with my water. I got 80 ounces of water in, and I did get all of my vitamins in for the day, so that's good. And then as far as my activity level for today, I hit 21,181 steps today. Yeah. And that was majority of the race. And burned 2488 calories today. So, but what I don't like it's being too far off from my calorie intake, my goal for the day, because when I undereat, the next day I may be like super hungry. And even though it balances out for the week, I just like to keep my hunger for the most part at like a consistent level, which means I like to keep my calories at a consistent level and my macros at a consistent level. Like that, again, paying attention to my body and like, you know, just knowing how my body like operates now. That's just what works for me, is consistency. But like, again, I'm not gonna force myself. I already forced myself with the sardines and drinking the bone broth. Like, I wasn't even hungry for that.
It's not that I don't want you here. Yeah. It's something about the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I don't make things clear. I fall for you every time I try to resist. You get away on these beach views and every day. All I wanna hear is in the pictures on replay. Still right next to you. Yeah. I'm trying not to show how I feel about you. You wish you wait, but we don't really want to. I just wanna get away and still right next to you. You. I wanna kiss you. Yeah, I just wanna feel you.
For now. Oh, one last thing. If y'all not paying attention to my posts tab on YouTube, it's normally where I'm doing polls and like reminders of things, like, you know, just sending out quick notifications. So I said that I wanted to make more of an intimate space where we can all like, you know, share our journeys, support each other and all that stuff. And I asked if y'all wanted that to be on Facebook or on Discord, because I did have a Discord at one point, but I don't know, I don't really like the way the Discord is. I feel like Facebook is more accessible, and majority of you guys said that you wanted it on Facebook. So I do have a Facebook support group now. I will leave that in the description box below for y'all. It's a private Facebook group for us girlies to help each other on our weight loss journeys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell icon. That way you're notified every single time I post a new video. Make sure you follow me on TikTok and Instagram. On TikTok, I'm always hosting lives and answering your questions in a moment. And on Instagram, I'm super active in my stories. I do have a broadcast channel that end up knowing the tea first, so make sure you follow me over there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Run, run, run.